got to wear them, okay?
Right.
Because that's how online marketing works. Just I don't want to fight with you today about this. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Lack of Focus podcast with me, Matt Bentley, and with me today, as usual, is Harvey Quinn. Harvey.
Shiver my timbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us today. So it's not just an oral episode. Today is the Christmas special of the Lack of Focus podcast. We're going to be with you for the next sort of hour-ish, talking about lots of different topics. And I'm going to kick off with I normally throw it to Harvey, but I'm going to give a bit of a reason as to why we're doing this. Christmas special. I've noticed with my Sherlock hat on over the years that the BBC seem to just dish out Christmas specials to anybody, you know, willy-nilly. You have one for you, like Oprah. Yeah, everyone has one. So I thought, brilliant idea. I went out to BBC, not hello, I'd like a Christmas special, please, for my show, the Lack of Focus podcast. They go, you know, who are you? You're technically trespassing. I don't know who you are. Yeah. You're not affiliated with us in any sense. Well, if you're going to be difficult about it, then I just got out there. But then on the bus home, I thought, I don't need... I'm not Gavin today. I'm not James Corden. I don't need to suckle at the BBC's teat for a Christmas special. I just do it myself. So I wrangled these hats, which you're over the moon about them. He's really pleased for the hats. And now we're gonna do the Christmas special.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only been at the cost of these hats because we've not done any set dressing.
No.
We've not done any set dressing. We've not even prepared an episode for you. But we'll just sort of see what happens.
Bearing in mind, let's not say we haven't done any set dressing because we are, remember, if you're listening, they're not going to see the lovely hats.
Oh, I see.
Brilliant,
that's annoying, isn't it?
We've created in here.
Do you know what? I've ruined it for you guys at home, sitting there, not listening, not using your eyes, just listening, using your ears. It's mental.
You're not seeing all of the gingerbread men around the room that we've got, the studio that we've got. So there's a lot going on that you're not seeing.
There is a lot going on. So dial in.
So disregard what Harvey said about 15 seconds ago.
I don't know why I said it. I made it up.
Talking about.
Exactly.
Harvey, are you a Christmas fan? Are you a Christmas guy?
Am I a Christmas guy? Well, I've got my own Christmas show. So,
wow.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus, when you put it like that.
Yeah. But we're doing a Christmas show. So, we must really be quite Christmas guys. Because it'd be weird if we weren't.
Go on.
If I didn't like Christmas, it'd be weird for me to be sitting here in a Christmas hat.
Very strange.
Talking for an hour and change.
Yeah.
About the very festive season.
Yeah, but I mean, like most things, we're going to kick off with Christmas. Now, I bear in mind, and really important to notice here, lots of people... I'm going to get this one out of the way early.
Go on.
Because I can be a bit of a bar. I thought just in sort of podcast, I thought you'd throw it back to me. Are you a Christmas guy?
Oh,
Matt?
right,
But you didn't because you're not good at this yet. And that's fine.
Exactly. It's fine. I'll get there. I will get better.
You must get better.
It'll be mental if I didn't.
You need to get better if we're going to be doing this.
100%.
If we're going to hit the... Do you know what I mean?
Because we demand a lot of them, and I agree that they should demand a lot of.
So you've thrown it back to me. You go, Matt, you're a Christmas guy.
Yeah,
I am. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. I get quite sad around Christmas because I feel, and this is not to make myself to be out like a saint. I'm not. Sure. But I do get really upset occasionally about how you're told, "Oh, this week be happy. It's the best time of year ever," and a lot of people are fucking unbelievably lonely and sad, and that makes me really sad. It makes my mum really sad as well, and it's something I always think about. So I just wanted to preset because it's going to be a jovial episode.
It's going to be jovial.
I wanted to let you know that I've got one eye on the fact that Christmas is actually
shit for a lot of people.
Almost the worst.
Yeah, any
really,
organised fun.
Really, genuinely brutal for I think actually the majority of the population.
Do you think?
I would say so. Yeah, I think genuinely there's more people,
could be
and
correct.
Especially in the age of social media where you're just like just shoving it down everyone's fucking throats. Like, oh, we're so fucking happy. Are you? I'm. You know. Are you? I think it's a bit sad. I don't love it all. But
good, excellent intro. Excellent intro.
Everyone's up and ready for Christmas.
We're too far in to start again.
No.
Yeah.
We might delete the whole episode. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
No. Good intro.
I thought so.
Yeah. It sets the tone.
A mixed bag.
To be honest. We went everywhere, really.
Yep.
What have you been up to?
This week I have been... mate, this is the first year I'm really getting early into Christmas. Ooh. December the 1st, I was like, bang, Christmas, baby, let's go for it. And I have... Basically, last year...
I put my tree up in November.
Yeah, so did I. Fucking hell, so did I, bro.
Yeah. Go on, sorry, last year.
I do a thing where if it's my favourite tracks, my favourite albums, I don't listen to them very often, right? So I don't listen to the Gaslight Anthem albums because I like to maintain why I love them so much. I don't overplay them. So I actually listened, I'm going to get on Spotify Wrapped a little bit. I listened to kind of like what you would consider like sort of shitty, trashy stuff.
Same.
I do the same thing with Christmas movies. Last year, didn't watch any. I didn't have a Christmas last year. I had the Christmas day and I was with my family. It was lovely, beautiful. But my run up to Christmas was just like, blah, not into it, not doing it.
Fine. Yeah, I didn't really do much either.
But this year, boy, am I back.
I'm back with a big bang.
So this year, this week, mate, all I've done is watch Christmas shit.
You're like the Grinch when his heart increased.
Yeah.
And
Very
he's
medically
carving-
dangerous, that, by the way. They got to be. He just wanders around.
Yeah, then he carves the roast beef. They just let him back in.
Yeah, they go forgiven.
Yeah, great. Your heart's bigger now. Great. Yeah, sit
You
down.
kidnap kids.
Yeah, you can carve the turkey. Yeah, here's a knife.
You're the main
Here's a
one
knife.
now.
Yeah,
you're not just accepted back into society. You're the main one now.
I think he was the mayor of the town after that.
That is ridiculous.
That's mental,
That is
isn't it?
ridiculous.
That's
Whoville,
mental.
you're going to run yourselves into the ground.
Do you know what? I've got issues with the Grinch, and I've also got another issue, and it's something that ties into what I've been doing this week.
Finally.
So normally,
Yeah.
you know, I set quite a vicious pace, don't I?
Yo, mate, yeah.
Mach 3,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
constantly trying to set a
It's
pace.
actually genuinely difficult being friends with you sometimes because you're on.
Right, exactly. So what I've decided, being the Christmas season,
Go on.
I dial it back.
Fucking
I'm
hell,
going to
really?
chill out. Yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been just chilling, and what I tried to do was I tried to watch the Beatrix Potter cartoons. Quite cozy, right? Do you know what I mean? Just like Christmas cartoons. That'll fix me.
Yeah.
That'll calm me down.
Did it not get to the rooster problem?
No, I'll tell you what happened. I was just irate the whole fucking time because Peter Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just him making fucking ridiculously awful decisions and then getting away with it by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah.
Like every fucking episode is like him going into Mr. McGregor's farm.
Hey, that's
Right, McGregor's farm.
yeah.
And no, there's no normal blokes at the end of that surname, are there? Do you know, Mr. McGregor? He's not going to be okay. Just give you a slap on the wrist, Peter. He's going to put you in stew, Peter.
He's taking your paws off.
You're going to end your life, Peter. And every episode,
Peter, please.
yeah, please, Peter. Every episode is him. Fucking around in death, basically. And then every episode ends with him coming home for tea and his mum being like, "Oh, Peter," grabbing him by the scruff of his neck. "Oh, you've got your brass buttons all dirty, Peter." And then she's like,
The stakes are higher than this, Mum.
She was like, "Oh, don't worry. What have I told you about that?" And she's like, "You're going to get made into stew." She says that.
Does she really?
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, but anyway, look, here's a cup of chamomile tea and here's dinner." He's already fed. Why is he fucking around for carrots?
Yeah.
He's already got dinner on the table, Peter.
Yeah.
Dial in, Peter.
Yeah, no, I'm really, and I'm pleased about this. The thing is, this is why Harvey. Everyone goes, Matt, hanging out Harvey. He runs like 8 miles a week, and he's constantly doing exercise, and he's always learning a new thing. I'm like, because if he doesn't, right, this is what you end up with.
It's a good point.
And this is sort of, and I'm gonna take you apart there a little bit because we're talking about Christmas specials. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
The fact that you've brought up Peter Rabbit as your
Yeah.
first Christmas idea is fucking mental to me.
Bunnies, isn't it? They're
No.
festive.
Are they anything to do with Christmas whatsoever?
They're to do with Easter, and that's a holiday.
No. This is unacceptable, Harvey. This is completely. You need to run this by me.
Okay.
Whilst I liked you were passionate about that. And that's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
did
And
that,
also
yeah.
Peter Rabbit. He's playing with fire there.
Dyson
It has
Death, yeah.
nothing to. I thought maybe I was being hoodwinked. I wasn't. It has nothing to do with Christmas.
Well, no, I think Beatrix Potter's quite seasonal. I think it's like it's always winter.
Okay. Tell me, is love actually seasonal? Is there
Yeah.
any debate? No, shut up. This is ridiculous. Listen, we're talking
it's a
Christmas
festive
stuff.
movie.
We're talking Christmas stuff.
Christmas. Okay, fine.
So you
Do you know what? Look, I'm just saying. I tried to calm down because of the Christmas season, and I just ended up getting very, very hot about Victorian cartoons. So that's festive. That's festive.
Who's your favourite character in Love Actually?
Not Andrew Lincoln. He's a weirdo.
Okay, I'm so glad you brought it up. When I was growing up, watching that film, when he goes, enough
With
now,
signs.
enough now, enough, and he's kissed Keira Knightley. I remember thinking that line was just like, God, that's bloody good. He's a piece of shit.
He's awful.
He's fucking a piece of shit. That guy.
He's positions of power.
How? No, not even that. But like, he's his fucking best friend's wife.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Are you? I mean, I love how
joking?
your brain goes. He's position of power immediately.
yeah.
Not really. He's just.
Well, he's pressuring her, isn't he?
He's
That's
just
what I
older than
mean.
her.
Yeah, he's like putting her on the spot, and she's too scared to say no.
Well, she runs after him. She runs down the street.
yeah,
so she's a
yeah.
fucking little bitch as well. But she's
be
only
fair.
17. She's 17 in that movie, by the way.
She's a young child.
Yeah.
She's a young child. I don't care the age of consent. She's young child.
Hugh Grant shouldn't be prime minister. It's ridiculous. Honestly,
Ridiculous.
Hugh Grant has come out and been like, my part in that movie is just silly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Martin McCutcheon could have been anyone. Can't get that close to a prime minister.
You know what? I love watching Americans watch that movie, being like, yeah, movie star, movie star, movie star. Who's that one? What happened to her?
Yeah, she was quite good in it.
No, Martin McCutcheon was one of the biggest UK stars in the world. She's in Love Actually, right?
Yeah.
As like she's on the posters.
Yeah.
Who is she? And she,
I think she got misadvised
in her career choices.
I think her management were like, yeah, go be a pop star.
I thought she was a pop star before.
No, after.
I liked a couple of her songs.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
I'm a poppy guy.
You're a poppy guy, but you ain't paying her tax bills by your own self.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
People need to really like
People
her a
really
lot.
need to like her a lot.
If you're
one
gonna-
person.
Yeah.
And you like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. What's your favourite Christmas movie of all time?
Billy
Mac, by the way, is the best in Love Actually. Sure, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. Definitely.
Or I mean, there's also
Alan Rickman. Pretty good. Stoic.
Alan Rickman's performance with Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
That arc is
Fantastic.
truly heartbreaking.
Fantastic.
Like, it's actually astonishingly sad.
She's fantastic in that.
is.
She's so horribly believable in that movie.
I know.
Yeah.
And
I always forget about Emma Thompson as like one of the greats. She's one of the best actors on earth.
yes, she is.
She really fucking is.
I don't think she's ever missed.
No. And I've watched Nanny McPhee.
You seen Nanny McPhee 2?
I haven't seen that, to be fair. She doesn't miss, so
She's probably fine in it, to be honest.
She's
with you.
probably
I
fine.
haven't seen it. Is that the one? Is Asa in that?
I think he might be. Yeah,
Is he in those ones?
he's a young boy in that. He's a young boy now. He's a young man now.
Young man now, so very young then.
Very young man. Yeah.
Favorite Christmas film?
I tell you what, it isn't.
Love that.
And I tell you why. I tell you what it isn't. It's not. It's not. It's A Wonderful Life. Do you know why?
Go on.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
But do you know why I haven't watched it? I'll explain.
Black and white?
No. God no. No.
That'd be a good enough reason.
If you're really into colour. Do you know what I mean? If you're really into seeing colour pictures, you couldn't watch black and white, would you? This is boring. I want to see colours.
Why do you not like?
No. Why? Yeah. Because
That's
I've heard it's really sad up until the ending.
Yeah, it is.
So I've just watched the ending. Then I
say that. See, that's how good at lying I am. When you just went, I've heard, and I go, yeah, it is. I have no idea. I've never seen it.
So
all I know is when he's like, hey, what you want? The moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it. I'll put it down for you. Say that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
I'll give you the moon, Ali.
That's Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, I know. It's a fucking flawless impression.
Pretty fucking good. But yeah, I've never watched it because it's just really sad throughout the whole movie. And at the end, I've seen the end and everyone's like, hey, look, isn't that beautiful? I've seen that bit. That's fine.
I haven't seen. I don't know what it's about.
It's about a man that goes through loads of shit and at the end he gets rewarded.
Isn't it the Ghost of Christmas Past? He like basically comes back. People like to see.
You're
Like,
thinking of a Muppets Christmas Carol.
No, I'm not. If anything, I think of Scrooge, and I'm not.
That is a Muppets Christmas Carol.
You know what? I've never got on board with. Seriously, is the Muppets. I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't understand it.
You've never watched the Muppets.
I don't give a fuck about it. Nothing.
You've never watched the Muppets Christmas Carol though.
Nah, man.
I tell you what is good about that movie.
Go on.
Michael Caine giving the performance of a lifetime, being surrounded by Muppets.
I don't love Michael Caine that much either.
I do. I think I do. I think early career is ridiculous.
Bad.
But I think late career way better. Like really good. Some really good interesting
Alfred,
stuff.
very good.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
I kind of like his like Ipkiss file and like his like 1960s gangster movie
I don't think
sort
he's
of
that
thing.
good in educating Rita. I think his drunk acting, he's like,
Yeah.
what I had to do, I had to pretend to be drunk, pretend not to be drunk.
Have you seen him in?
Shut up,
have you seen him in Children of Men?
That's when I
though?
stopped being a movie star and I started being. What?
Have you seen Children of Men, Clive Owen?
No, you keep telling me to watch that movie.
It's really,
You
it's
say
fucking
it's like one of the best films ever made. Isn't it?
fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And Michael Caine plays like a hippie, an ex-hippie that is quite believable.
There's something about Michael Caine. I just feel like I can't get on board with it, and it's a weird one.
Sometimes he's very hammy.
Yeah, I think he's pretty hammy in general.
Yeah, but he is Sir Michael Caine.
Yeah.
So you
There
know.
was
And
Sir
you
Jimmy
love the
Savile as
royal
well.
family.
Though, do you know what I mean? So,
Huh?
there was. I mean, listen.
You love the royal family.
But they're not in control of who they dish out. This is a common misconception of the mission.
Oh,
of
really?
the royal family. They don't give a. They don't have any power.
Who decides?
They can't decide the fucking the elders, the mandem, the big boys, the
Government?
Sort of, it's all about
The Illuminati.
pretty much. I don't want to call it that yet, but it is not Prince.
with that type,
So,
with
for
that kind of
example,
podcast now.
For example, they tried to like Maggie Thatcher tried to get Jimmy Savile knighted like 7 years before he got knighted. And the Queen was just like, no,
probably not.
I don't like this chap. And then eventually,
He's a nasty piece of work.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Let's steer clear of it because this is the Christmas special.
This is a Christmas special, but look, you work with children in need, and that's a Christmas.
So you tell me what your favourite Christmas film isn't, which is always helpful.
Wonderful Life.
Yeah. So what is your favourite film? Christmas film.
My favourite.
Maybe
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, New York.
Home Alone 2, the New York one I really like.
Why? Why distinguish it from the first one?
Because it's got Tim Curry in it.
As the
maitre d', the head waiter,
yes, he is
the
good.
Head porter.
Yeah.
He's very concierge.
Concierge. Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, just inept at his job.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
so bad at his job. Yeah, Tim Curry in anything, I think, is my favourite actor.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Never seen it.
Wow. Okay, so don't watch the original one, the black and white one.
Why not?
Dull.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Won't watch it. Haven't watched it. Don't want to watch
Definitely
it.
not going to watch it.
But the newer one, which is still in like 1992, with Attenborough, Richard
Attenborough.
Yeah, as Kris Kringle.
Father Christmas.
And the little girl from The Doubtfire.
Okay.
And Matilda.
With Christmas movies, no one ever should play Father Christmas or Santa Claus.
What the hell?
I walk out the cinema as soon as they come on screen.
You'll be walking out a lot then, boy.
Because I can't do it. I don't really understand. I mean, it's a weird myth. It's a weird Christmas myth,
but that's the whole point of Miracle on 34th Street. The whole.
Yeah, but I have to then believe that Father Christmas is a real thing.
Yeah, okay. So
I don't. No, I can't though.
Oh.
It's he's a big fat man with a white beard.
Yeah.
Who gives? So he gives gifts every year, once a year.
Yeah.
What kind of a business model is that?
No. Well, no. Okay. Yeah. Let's put everything. If you're going to put Christmas and Father Christmas under the microscope and go and pick it, but it's supposed to be magical, right?
Yeah. But why? But what's his motivation?
Yeah. And watch Miracle at 34th Street, and they explore this. They take him to court, Harvey.
But okay. But why?
And I know you want to see that.
Yeah,
they put Kris Kringle on the stand, bruv.
But then you have to convincingly play Father Christmas,
and
I'm sure he does.
For fuck's sake, he's one of the greats.
He is, but I mean, he's meant to be like, do you know what I mean? He's meant to be Father Christmas.
Yeah, and they play him like he's like a bit mad. It's like you think you're fucking Santa Claus. This is insane, bruv. You can't be playing. And he's like,
but he convinces them.
But I'm not. I'm genuinely not going to tell you the ending.
Well, he must convince them. The movie can't end with him on death row. Do you know what I mean? He must convince them. The movie can't end with
Chris.
Father
I'm going to have
Christmas.
to. You got to tell me that you're not Father Christmas.
Death by lethal injection. I'm sorry.
Can't do it.
Yeah. That can't be the end of that movie.
Just the elves screaming through the glass.
I would
Bridget,
watch that
shut
movie.
up. Is Bridget? I'd watch that movie, The Green Mile, but with Kris Kringle.
Yes.
Fucking hell. Yeah, you put Tom Hanks in that. You got a movie.
You've got a movie.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I believed he landed in that plane in the river. I believed he captained that barge. Do you know what I mean? And subsequently handed the keys over.
Tom Hanks, I think, has been famous for too long as well. Just as a side note, I think he might be teetering on the edge of becoming a bit of a bellend.
Corporate avatar.
No, not everyone's The Rock, but yeah.
Yeah, but that. Do you know what I mean?
Is Bridget Jones a Christmas film? Starts at Christmas, ends at Christmas.
No,
it bookends Christmas.
It does bookend, but then most of it's not at Christmas.
So that's a no.
So no. If it began at the beginning of Christmas and ended after the end of Christmas.
What's the most overrated Christmas film of all time?
It's A Wonderful Life, probably.
I think we're both. I would agree with you. I think we're both wrong because everyone seems to love it so much.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but I haven't watched it.
Do you know I had a friend who's no longer a friend who really liked that movie a lot, and like everything in my life, when I stop liking someone, I'll stop liking the things they like.
You have to.
So I was almost going to watch it now.
I don't want to be remembering things.
Definitely not going to watch it. The Holiday is the most overrated Christmas film of all time.
That's the one with Jude Law.
Yeah, brilliant.
And Cameron Diaz,
who is terrible.
She's
Jack
terrible
Black,
in everything,
brilliant.
other than The Mask.
And my favourite, Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
I am so attracted to Kate Winslet. The old as she,
of course,
the older and older she gets. Like honestly, so in The Holiday, she's pretty much like. She's probably a little bit too, like, her personality is too, like, nerdy, but her in real life, where she's a bit more of a bitch, like in Extras, fucking hell, I'm in love with her.
Yeah.
I love Kate Winslet.
And
everyone always goes, oh, why? She's not hot. I'm like, she is hot.
Are you joking?
Kate Winslet is incredibly hot.
She's one of the most beautiful women on earth.
And she's, like, so talented and so fucking funny and can kind of do whatever she likes.
Do what she likes.
And does do whatever. So in The Holiday, so Jude Law...
Jude Law.
It's like he halfway through the film. If you're watching films around this week, watch The Holiday and notice that in all of the external shots, Jude Law is skin coloured, sort of like us, sort of like a bit pasty at the moment. It's winter.
Yeah.
The interiors, he has got a ripe old tan on it because he's just got back from Barbados.
Oh,
And he
didn't give a fuck about continuity.
He did not tell them,
Oh,
and he
God.
just rocks up to set with this just like glowing tan, and they're like, "We're doing.
Are you joking?
We're doing the
Jude,
mate.
Jude. We can't pause production here.
You're wearing blue, bruv. This has got to pop. You got to pop, and he does pop, and he looks.
You look like an
incredible.
Oompa Loompa.
He looks
Fucking
absolutely
hell.
amazing in that movie.
He
Jack
does look
Black,
good.
spot on. And
You think it's overrated?
I think the whole film is incredibly overrated because Cameron Diaz. She's in it so much, and she's so terrible. She's actually so terrible. Like, she's bad anyway, right? In films that she likes to be, like Gangs of New York, she wants to be good in it, and
I can't even remember her being
and she's
in a
really
Gangs of New
bad
York.
in it, right? She's really bad in it. So in The Holiday, you can tell she doesn't want to be in Surrey. She doesn't really want to be doing it. She doesn't really care that much. It's one of those films where it's like, oh, it's you and Kate Winslet, but you're never going to meet Kate Winslet, so they never actually meet each other.
So you're going to be in Surrey.
And she doesn't want to be there. I mean, I don't want to
Yeah.
be in Surrey. No one does.
No one really
No one wants to be in
does.
Surrey. It's an awful place full
It's
of
an
full of
awful-
really, really tricky people.
Vermin.
Not vermin, just just
You know, we said about
tricksy
libel.
guys. Yeah, be careful with libel.
You got to be careful. Yeah.
So I just think it's a really overrated movie. My personal favourite is a modern classic, and if you haven't watched it, I give it 5 stars. And it's called The Night Before, and it is with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Seth Rogen, and
Never seen
it. Okay, and
I don't even know it was a movie.
And the new Captain America, black guy from Marvel, who plays the Hawk originally.
He's Falcon, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie?
Yes, brilliant, well
Anthony
done. Yeah,
Mackie.
and it is
Yeah.
genuinely, seriously, it is the best Christmas movie of our time, of nowadays.
I still can't forgive Anthony Mackie.
For what?
I don't want to get into it.
All right.
Yeah. No.
Great topic for a
He
podcast.
played the lead in the second season of Altered Carbon 2, and Altered Carbon is like one of my favourite book series.
Okay.
And he played the lead so badly that the series just didn't get renewed.
Well, he's really good in The Night Before.
Actually, he's
because
really good in that,
He's
so it's
playing
mainly
an
not his
arsehole.
fault.
He's playing and like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's family gets murdered, gets hit by a car on Christmas Eve. So his mates every year go and have Christmas with him on Christmas Eve, and they go on shenanigans. And it's just basically getting drunk with your mates and having a fucking good old knees up through
That sounds
Christmas
amazing.
time as you age. So it's like they shouldn't really be doing
should
this
stop.
anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it's one of Joe Levitt's one of his best performances.
Why? Because is he playing a relatively like?
He's a bit of a fuck up.
Yeah,
But he's
I
going
kinda
for
like
it.
that.
And when Joe Levitt is really enthusiastic, that's when he's the best, I think.
I
And
agree,
He's
yeah.
just enthusiastic for the whole movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen. We love him. It's he was in 90 Night Homes. He was Superman. He's the bad guy in Superman movies.
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon's in it.
He's so good.
Bro, the whole movie is so good. It's the best Christmas film of our time. I think you should watch it.
Okay.
I've talked a lot now. You go.
I don't know really what my favourite Christmas movie is. I mean, Love Actually, I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, I love that.
I do really love Love Actually. I like The Grinch. I do like The Grinch, despite my comments about how the fact that he is a weird, subversive, potentially dangerous individual.
Yeah, I think it's Jim Carrey's best performance, but now, for me, Jim Carrey's hat's
You don't
fallen
like
off.
him, do you?
No, I've heard some things about Jim Carrey, and I actually don't want to say them on this because it will be libel.
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
genuinely
fine.
get in trouble for saying it. But I actually think Jim Carrey's a real piece of shit, actually.
Do you?
I don't like him at all.
I think he's all right.
No, I think he's a bad guy. I've heard some real bad things, man. I
Yeah,
don't
but it's
like him at all.
hearsay, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take it. There's no smoke without fire.
That's true. But there is sometimes smoke without fire.
Occasionally, but not like 17 times on the bounce.
Oh, is it that many?
Don't like the guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, look.
And
let's
also,
move on from.
I don't like him.
Let's move on
But
from
the
Jim
Grinch,
Carrey.
the performance in it, when he's like, that's
Yeah.
what he's just a what? He's fucking
Yeah,
genius.
he's so good.
He is
in
funny.
that movie,
He is
and
funny.
I don't know how much of that movie, just to speak about how good he is the script and how much they're like, look, we'll do one take of as the script, and we'll do another take, and you just do what you like.
Yeah.
And it's often must have
They've
been
just
like
gone,
the second option's
Should we
definitely
do the
that
second
one.
one?
Yeah. We'll edit that in.
Die Hard.
Not really a Christmas movie. I don't think. I enjoy it,
It's
don't get
set
me
on
wrong.
Christmas Eve.
and I think that I could play that character quite well.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, John McClane.
You think
yeah.
you could do John McClane?
I'd do it very differently.
I'm not.
I'd do it incredibly differently.
I'm not
It'd
surprised.
be a different movie. It would be a completely different movie. It might even be like a weird psychological drama if I played it.
Well, it is kind of already because Alan Rickman's character plays it very nihilistically.
Yeah.
as if like he knows it's going to fail anyway.
I'd be worse than Alan Rickman's nihilism though. I'd turn up and they'd be like, "Oh my god, who is this dude?
Yeah.
He doesn't want it to be Christmas." That's.
I think you've missed the point of Die Hard, but that's okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. You know how you watch stuff and you're like, "I'd do this better."
Yeah, all the time.
Every single thing I do, everything I watch. You listen to music and I'm like, I could definitely.
Why do you think
give
I
us
started
that
this podcast?
guitar.
I saw every single person on Made in Chelsea with the podcast, and I was like, I can do it better than that.
Of course.
And I know a few of them; they're nice guys. But I'm just saying, this is.
Yeah.
I've realised I haven't looked at the camera much today.
No, it's nice. Sometimes
I've been, but that's the only thing that makes it a show and not a podcast.
Do you know? It's actually a really good thing to take this moment to point at the format of this, just because we've had new numbers, new listeners. We don't edit this at all. That's kind of the reason why there's just one camera, and any of you watching this will know that there's just one camera on us at all times.
Yeah.
So it takes away the just the nuisance of editing.
Yeah. Basically, two things. Firstly.
We'll do it live.
Not to toot my own horn here, but no one else can do this. And to make it, even remotely interesting. And secondly, editing is just a fucking pain in the ass, to be honest with you. And if you don't have to do it, don't do it. I have to edit for the TikToks, I have to cut them down. And
that's fine,
that takes me, fine for me, mate. I take it, do it. I spend fucking literally 16 hours doing it in one day.
But for most other people, that's probably 2 weeks.
2.5 months.
Yeah, exactly. Christmas. Let's do Christmas myths.
Go on.
So, Father Christmas, I've already thought about. Do you know what's weird about that myth?
You want to stay on that, don't you? Go on, yeah.
Well,
it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. And again, this is going to be big talk. It's not like we only deal in big talk.
Yeah, go on.
Father, it's a weird myth because it came out, I presume he was invented in what, sort of Industrial Revolution sort of times? How old is he? How old is Father Christmas as a myth? Like Saint Nick. Probably what, like, maybe even Victorian times, maybe as early as that,
It's
right?
got to be Victorian. Those guys were coming out with all sorts of shit.
Yeah. But Victorian England, you had, like, very much proletariat and the bourgeoisie in terms of, like, rich people, poor people, peasant, working class.
Okay.
And if you work hard for your fucking living, you're in the fucking coal mine, some of you.
Yep.
Why would you then, for your kids, be like, loads of presents under that tree?
Thanks, Mum and Dad, that's amazing.
No, it wasn't us. No, it wasn't us. It's weird that you would think that, because obviously there's a bloke with he's got a beard, and he flies in a sort of.
Well,
in a sleigh set. What is it called? A ski sleigh. And he does sort of have. It sounds weird me saying it now, but it doesn't really explain it in any sort of the literature. But there's loads of reindeer, and they're all named. The red one of them's got red nose.
Well, no,
and they fly.
You're simplifying it too much. What would have happened is that these.
Yeah, cheers, Father Christmas. Then, but you guys didn't get me anything. No, we can't afford it.
No, we can barely keep the heating on.
Yeah. But
funny that similar now.
Yeah.
But Father Christmas wasn't red. Coca-Cola turned him red. He was green. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
Don't just say you know it.
No, I did know that.
You didn't know it. I've just given you some mad.
But I think there was red. The colour red was already festive. I believe.
I thought you were going to say the colour red still existed, and granted, yeah, red was being used.
No, red was only invented like 45 years ago. But it was known as something else.
Magenta.
Yeah,
I think the concept of Father Christmas. But I mean, look, again, if I could just shock you, listeners and watchers, we don't research the show very heavily, and that would have been quite some pretty good knowledge. If we had done any sort of
but I
research
don't, and I'm certainly not going to look at my phone now to check. No, because that would be.
We're live on the radio. You can't just start.
You can't just do that.
We're in, and we don't know the answers, so we're not going to pontificate.
So he was red, Father Christmas.
Yeah, still is red.
But and then I just don't agree with it.
Okay, other myths about Christmas then. There aren't any.
There's loads of other mythical beasts for Christmas.
Elves.
Yeah, elves.
The North. Is it North Pole that you're supposed to live
Clifford
at?
the Big Red Dog.
Harvey, what's your favourite songs? You were going nowhere with it, so I had to stop you because you weren't. You Clifford and you lost me. You
it was red, wasn't it? Well. It's festive.
Yeah, you lost them too, though. What's your favourite Christmas song? That's dead air.
Slade.
That's the band.
Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
What other Christmas songs are there?
Fucking loads.
Hark all the bells.
No, those are
It's a carol. That's a carol, but it is good. It's a banger.
Okay, so you've got obviously Leona Lewis's One More Night.
No, that's too current. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Do They Know It's Christmas? Probably the most just patronising song ever written. I mean, genuinely, it's actually too lower hanging fruit to take the piss out of it. Being like, do they know it's Christmas? No, they've got other stuff on. And there won't be snow in Africa this year. Of course not. Do you know anything about climate? Like, you have just. Is it Bono who did that?
I don't know, but it's offensive. It's
All
like,
of
no,
them
of course they
are
don't.
So annoying. Anyone when I inevitably
Should they know? Are you saying they should know?
Yeah, fuck
They're
off.
saying they should know.
Yeah,
because they should. They've got bigger fish to fry.
yeah,
or sometimes none.
I
That's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
I've got two. If they're not finding fish.
I've got too much fish.
Yeah,
They've got none. They've got none. We've got too. We've been stockpiling it, haven't we, Bono?
The Progues. He died,
Shane McGowan did die.
and he did the Fairy Tale of New York, which is, in my opinion, the best Christmas song.
It is.
I think it's really, really good.
It's. It is.
Okay,
Yeah. I don't really have anything to add
good.
because
I'm glad you're here.
I don't want to. I don't want to just keep slagging because I've heard Shane McGowan was a bit of a cunt.
Oh, have you heard of
He's
it?
a bit of a cunt.
You don't surprise me.
No, but of course not. He hadn't got teeth.
I don't really care about Shane McGowan because I don't like. I mean, it's obviously sad when kind of anyone who dies,
Yeah,
but
of
I
course.
mean, other than that, I've never heard a song by him in my life.
The Pogues.
I've never heard it. Yeah, I mean, it's the Christmas one, and then we're done. I mean, I don't know anything about him, so no, genuinely, I don't.
So that's your favourite Christmas song?
I would say so. Yeah, it's the one that really like makes me feel something. Oh, actually, it's coming on Christmas. They're putting up the trees. Gonna make a lot of money. Then I've got this crazy dream. Oh, I wish I had a river. So I have to sing it, otherwise I don't know the name of the song.
River.
By Joni Mitchell.
quite
That is fucking top notch. That one.
I like Driving Home for Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
Sure. Showing your
driving.
colours here a little bit, mate.
to show my age.
Bit of a simpleton.
Yeah.
No, I like the Drive Over Christmas and
like,
the Slade one.
I like Wicked Game by Chris Isaacs.
I'm just the reason why I'm asking you so
not
many
Christmas
questions is because I did get questions from my Instagram, so I have to rattle through them.
Oh right. Okay, we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll get to fan mail in a minute.
So
because it's actually, I'm glad you brought
and
that up.
this is the last one. This is the second to last one. I'll hit the last one later.
Go on then.
What is the best UK Christmas special? And this one I want to take seriously. I engage with me here. Really try and think.
Oh,
try and
God.
get your head into this a little bit. So you've got Gavin and Stacey. You've got The Office.
Gavin
you've got
Stacey
extras.
Gavin Stacey.
Yeah.
Again,
Not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of it.
Okay. Why?
So use that information with what I'm about to say. I fucking hate Gavin Stacey.
Yeah.
I think it's the shittest program ever.
Okay.
I fucking hate James Corden.
Okay.
And the rest of them can get fucked as well.
Wow. Okay.
So, Merry Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas, Gavin and Stacey. I'll be honest, I've never really watched it. I've just watched the scenes of James Corden, and it winds me up no end. It winds me up more than fucking Peter Rabbit,
Yeah.
because he is like a little rabbit, isn't he, James Corden? His little soft face, and his soft ears, and his leg that does that all the time. Thumper. Get fucked. I'm sick of him.
Yeah. I mean,
It's just my opinion.
I think as someone who would naturally sort of go, the Welsh annoy me, you know, as that's, you know, you look at me and you go, that's what Matt's gonna say there. That's him all over.
I'm glad. I'm relieved you said it.
And can I shock you? I love Gavin and Stacey. It's the Essex that annoys me in that one. But it was,
I don't mind the Essex, really.
I do. I prefer the Welsh family to the Essex family, because I think the Essex family is a little bit too like
Stereotypical.
Well, I know the Welsh family is apparently very I was on a job with a Welsh guy recently,
And he was like,
I hate that show and everything about it.
Yeah.
And he's allowed to say it because he's Welsh.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know. I think
I'm allowed to say it because
Gavin and Stacey, right, are brilliant. As in the guy playing Gavin, Matthew Horn. And you know he's a good guy because he fell out with Corden.
Oh yeah.
Anyone who falls out with Corden, you must be somewhat all right.
Imagine if he was one of your. If you imagine being publicly like, I'm mates with James Corden.
Yeah.
Imagine publicly saying that.
When I met
that would
David
be
Beckham, he was in a pub with James Corden, right? My mate called me and was like, Beckham's in the pub across the road. This was in 2012, was years ago. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go to the pub now, and if Beckham's there, I'll get a photo with him, and if he's not, I'll just have a pint.
Yeah.
Either way, I win.
Either way.
I go in there, and he's there. So we very politely, it's very quiet. We wait for him to finish his pint. I go up and get a photo with him, take a selfie. It's really, really nice. Then had no idea he was sat with James Corden, and all I've sat there and no one registered James Corden, right? And I know how much that would have annoyed him. I know how much he would have hated the fact that about 6 people went over.
Yeah,
Beckham, David, and no one mentioned James Corden. He's like, I'm gonna give us. It would have annoyed him. And I like the fact that it would have annoyed him.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
I enjoy that a lot. That it would have annoyed him.
Story. That's made my Christmas way better.
Well, it would have done. So yeah, Gavin Stacey. So no, not their Christmas special. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Obviously, The Office is fantastic.
Yeah, I think
But because it's The Office, I don't think it's a standout.
I think
it's a bit twee.
They use it as it's the ending, isn't it?
It's the ending. Yeah.
The whole of the Christmas special is sort of just a bit, not that it's average, but it's like another episode of The Office where at the end, Chris and Thingy and Dawn get together, Tim and Dawn get together,
and Brent tells him to fuck off, Fidgety to fuck off.
Oh yeah, that is amazing. Actually.
It's a good scene, but I don't like it. I think it's out of character for Brent. Although maybe not.
No, he's changed.
It's just a moment of self-awareness that ends it, and it's sort of great. I kind of wish they'd ended that character there and then.
Of course.
And yeah, I really fucking wish they'd ended that character.
Of course.
And Gervais just went, I'm never doing anything with Brent anymore.
I know.
Ever again.
I mean, I don't know why Ricky's done it. I really don't.
I know, because it doesn't seem like he's done it for money. I think it's more done it because he's a narcissist a little bit.
Yes. But I mean, then again, you could say the same thing about Alan Partridge.
Yeah,
but he keeps it. Just so happens his narcissism
it kind of works for the character.
And he's a genius still. And he's got stuff to say
to keep it relevant.
Gervais needed Tim. Gervais needed the Office. He can't be. It doesn't work without. It's called the fucking Office. Do you know what I mean? Alan Partridge called Alan Partridge. That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly correct.
And extras Christmas special.
I can't remember the extras Christmas. Oh, that's the one. Is that the one?
Mate, he ends up in Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah, and he does a big speech. Yeah, and it's a good speech.
I can tell that you're not a fan.
Twee. Well, again, like
twee. I mean, you keep saying twee.
Just a bit too unearned.
Bit on the money.
A bit too like.
Oh, Harvey does the thing when we're writing our sitcom together, our show, or when we're writing in general together. He always says like, "No, we've got to earn it more. We've got to earn it more." And I'm just a bit like,
don't just put it in an emotional moment without earning.
Smash it in there, and we go, "Let's get the tears going."
Yeah, I know what you mean, but and sometimes that works, but you're also at the risk of running it a bit like this is like Grange Hill writing. Do you know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like if you're gonna put something like that into a show, and it does work in the extras Christmas special, I did like it, but then I think it's because I've since watched Afterlife, and Afterlife just does that every fucking episode, and I'm like, oh right,
yeah.
Where he was restrained with extras, because I guess he was, he's now unchained and doing it every time, and it's like I get that you can do that.
I hate Afterlife.
Yeah, I hate Afterlife. It's just lazy. It's lazy in every aspect, and it's writing. It's
not.
Production.
It's not like he's to blame for it. It's just like the whole industry. Everything is shit.
Yeah, 100% correct.
Genuinely, every single thing is terrible. There's a thumbnail on my YouTube homepage which I haven't clicked on yet because I can't be. It's like I can't bothered. But it says like the Marvelization of cinema.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking hell, everything is just so airbrushed to shit, so like safe and
one of the best YouTube channels of all time. They've stopped making videos now, but I'll give them a plug on this because I know they'll appreciate it. It was a YouTube channel called Every Frame a Painting.
Right.
And they would unpack. They've got a video on Akira Kurosawa, who's a he was a Japanese filmmaker early in the 1940s, and some of the stuff he was doing with framing and movement and writing and just shooting a movie is so ahead of its time, and they compare it to like the recent Marvel movies and Avengers and stuff like how the shots set up and camera movement and stuff like that. And it's like in the Marvel movie, they haven't thought about it well enough. So they're just like, well, we just need to get a 2-shot, and they've done the bare minimum. Whereas he was doing stuff, because his budget was a bit more restricted in that time, he was doing really clever stuff. So everything would just felt and
having a small budget is always going to make you more creative. Always. That's just how it works. You have to work around the shots. You have to use your imagination. Loads of money doesn't help you.
That's the issue with the Marvelization of cinema, I think. Well, I mean, there's that, and there's too much money, and the studios are super risk averse. So a lot of them are run by tech companies now. So they're not film institutes; they're tech companies that do film. And then you've got no one can write a simple story anymore. We had this conversation last week.
I know.
No one can write a simple story. It's always. I think maybe the writing teams are too big or something, or like.
I don't know what's going on because I'm not privy to it enough. But I am just like I think everything genuinely is just bad. It's just so safe and dull and like even look at Marvel, even like from like what the fuck is I've never seen an episode of She-Hulk. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke.
I don't understand how that's a
Megan
TV
Thee
program.
Stallion is a character in it.
I really am now at the point where, like, whilst I'd want to have a career, whatever, right?
Yeah, of course.
I would really like to also just be like, I'm not dancing to the tune.
I have a feeling it's all going to come crumbling down.
Do you think?
The boss of Disney, Bob Iger, said recently in an interview, I think where we've been going wrong is we don't have enough executives and corporate guys on set. How disconnected can you be? How
Not
out
enough
of touch?
executive people on
Yeah, he's
set.
like, there's not enough executives on set. It's like, no. What we don't need is a fucking team of corporate executives sitting in the editing suite going like, can you make her boobs a bit bigger, please?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, can you... are you joking? How disconnected? So I think the institution is all going to come crumbling down.
Like Wonka.
Hopefully,
Has anyone seen any reviews for Wonka?
no, I've not watched it.
Oh, yeah,
I've
I know you haven't watched it.
I'm not interested. I've seen that movie twice already.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie
And
twice.
the second one isn't good.
The second one isn't good.
Johnny's not good.
Gene Wilder's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just leave it be. Leave it out. It's perfect.
All of it is just so fucking awful. And like when the
Yeah.
premiere is genuinely what's happened with cinema
Yeah.
or anything is the premiere is more important than the film. The
Yeah.
shit you're doing. So like Napoleon, the premiere, they rolled out the red. The French flag is the red carpet, blue, and it's like all big and like that. Now the press around it is more important. We saw it with Oppenheimer versus Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, I thought Barbie was just average as fuck, but it was made out to be amazing. I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
I thought Oppenheimer was his worst movie.
Really?
Nolan's,
Yeah.
He can't write narrative and he can't write female characters, man. He's letting himself down there.
Really?
Yeah, it's just Florence Pugh naked for no reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't add to the scene. There's nothing about that scene that needed her to be naked.
I mean, I haven't seen it.
And there's a scene where like they're having sex and she gets up mid-sex and like walks over to a library, picks a book out and goes or something and goes, "Oh, I love Hebrew or I love like Arabic or something." And it's just like that's bad writing.
There was an actor recently who was on a podcast saying that he doesn't feel sex scenes are at all necessary, and actually
They're not.
You can
Completely
ruffle the
not.
feathers, you can and the audience knows they're fucking.
I loved
And I agree.
Guy Ritchie's take on a sex scene in Rock and Roller.
Yeah.
With Tandy Newton.
Yeah, it's
and
brilliant.
Gerard Butler, and it's just do. And you know what's happened?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That's it.
It's brilliant.
It's fine. It doesn't show anything really. Like it's
And Tandy Newton's still incredibly sexy in it without having to get her fucking rig out and all the rest of it.
She doesn't. She's not sexually
she's sexy by how she
objectified.
stands.
Yeah.
She stands
Yeah.
there being sexy. What she's saying is sexy. Like that's the key of like a full fucking.
I think people don't know how to write women in general these days, particularly in Marvel when it's like, oh yeah, but look at all these like Black Widow. She's powerful. No. She's a woman that uses her sex, right, and her sexuality. I get it. She's a powerful woman, but like think about this.
You can
Robert
argue is Thor not sold on sex though? Why is he
not
so
as much.
muscly?
Not
Why
as
is
mu-
he
well,
so dense? Why is he so hot?
He was recently, but what I'm saying is when you think about writing a female character, it needs to have nothing to do with their gender. So if you think about Tony Stark as a character, billionaire playboy or billionaire playgirl, imagine if it was a woman. Billionaire, quick-witted, like very, very clever, like has her fuck-ups as well, and is like a darkness in her, and flies around in a big fucking like fight suit. What a refreshing female character.
This is a
really
weird question to ask you.
Yeah.
But go with it. Do you really mean that, or are you saying it because we're on a podcast?
No, I really mean that.
Seriously?
I think because I haven't seen any.
Because you can tell the difference,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for
Do you
sure.
actually mean it, or are you an actor saying you think these are the right things to say? Because
I mean it.
perpetuating that statement is a little bit tricky, because this is why I argue about in football at Premier League terms.
Yeah.
Every footballer is so boring to listen to. Every pundit's
say
a
the
piece of
same,
shit.
right?
Say the same fucking shit because you feel you need to, otherwise you're going to get
Yeah.
done. Like
I'm not saying it for that. No. What I'm saying is I don't want women just in roles for the sake of it. Write an interesting character.
Right, so you're not like, let's make Bond a female. Let's write a fucking cool show for a woman.
Let's just write interesting fucking females now.
I would agree with you.
Let's just
I was
do
just
that.
interested where you're saying like the whole. I thought you were going down the line of being like, make Tony Stark a girl. And I was like,
absolutely not.
why?
I'm saying, but if that character was originally a woman,
Yeah.
that's a fucking interesting female character.
Yeah.
I'm not saying make Tony Stark a woman. I'm saying let's write new characters that are that interesting.
Yeah.
For women to play or for whoever to play.
So
do you know what I mean? Like, like that.
This is the flip side of my own argument, playing devil's advocate to myself. They say, Bond, Sherlock, all these things, all these big Marvel things, right?
Yeah.
They are all men, and they've
They are.
had this big longevity to get bums on seats to sell stories. If I come out of nowhere and go, this super spy is Lady something, people go, well, I have no history with her. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
You sort of need, and like with Idris Elba being like, oh, let's not make a black James Bond. Let's just get Idris Elba to be like a gangster. They made Luther, and it worked, and it's incredible. And actually, it was better than Bond until it fell apart. But like, it's very difficult to get a fan base that into you.
I get on the flip side.
So you need the IP, which you were banging on about last week.
I get the flip side of it is all these men have had their time in the sunshine for so long. I get it. So maybe there needs to be a transition period where women do play these iconic characters. But what I'm trying to say is that can't be the end point. The end point can't just be we'll just recast gender blind. The end point needs to be let's start writing better characters, irrespective of gender, irrespective of anything. Let's just make them, and we're trying to do it with our movie. Like in our movie, we've written these really cool characters, and we've not for the sake of that. I think we've just I don't really care.
Well, we literally just changed the name.
We don't care
we wrote a
who they are really. Who's playing?
Matter.
We've written a character, and we've hinted at ways to play that character in the script.
But then again, there's a lot of comedy that comes from your cliche woman being woman and a man being a man.
Yeah,
there's a lot of funny things that come there. There's a lot of I
completely agree.
I think a great example is Keeley Halls. In the second or third season of Line of Duty. Have you seen Line of Duty?
I've not seen Line of Duty.
Okay, so you need to watch Line of Duty. If you want to do anything, you got to watch the first 3 seasons of that show.
It does drop off, you said. I remember.
Yeah, it massively drops off. But though I think series 1, 2, well, 1's bad. Series 1's not great. Series 2 and 3 is phenomenal. And Keeley Hall's in that thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I mean, the character could be man or female written down on a script, and you wouldn't be able to tell. And she's a fucking freak.
Really?
Terrifying.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah,
terrifying,
yeah,
just phenomenal. They're genuinely one of the best performances I've ever seen. Actually,
do you know how serious this conversation's got in these hats? It's amazing.
Oh,
do you know what? Amazing. So I
forgot
think
I was wearing mine because I wear a hat quite a lot.
Yeah. I know, and I didn't want to remind you you're wearing it because I'm looking at you, obviously.
Yeah,
but it's quite good. I thought, how much time we got left? I think we've got like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, let's go on to.
What was your Spotify rap? So Spotify rap. Okay, so. As I always like to say, J. Cole, one of my rapping heroes, says, "You only got hot because he was popping trends, right? When the trends end, you're dead."
Yeah.
So the whole Spotify rap thing is so easy, all over TikTok. These fucking little shit munchers just going like, "No one cares about your Spotify Wrapped." Okay. Oh my god, people's reaction POV. To oh my god, you listen to Taylor Swift. Okay, I get it. Yeah. It's annoying, but what is on your Spotify Wrapped? Have you done it?
Oh yeah, dude, I've done it. But it's mainly because a lot of the music I listen to on repeat is in the gym.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of like metal. So like a lot of it was like there's a metal band called Johnny Booth from New York. They're really small, but they released an album and it has like the first like 8 tracks on it is like they're all like really aggressive bangers.
Yeah.
So I just put that on in the gym. So that's what my most played is. It was that and then like D'Angelo or like it was like mostly it was like the top 3 were metal. One of them was like soul, and then the last one was metal again.
Yeah,
which is not representative of what I've really been listening to.
So it doesn't really count.
Because a lot of time I'll put playlists on which are like 200 songs deep, and then they're really super varied. But
mine was one of my top songs was "Does Your Mother Know You're Out" by ABBA because I work out to that quite a lot.
Good.
I work out to a lot of 80s hits.
ABBA are genius. By the way.
Yeah.
If you think about Mamma Mia as a song, it's just hit
good.
Hook after hook after hook.
Yeah.
It's
all of it. The 80s is what you work out to. Basically, if I work out to anything, I'm very affected by things I listen to. That's why I can't really listen to music when I'm on a treadmill because I just end up sprinting for the hour. Yeah. Because I'm just like, let's fucking go.
Musicless.
On the treadmill, I listen to podcasts.
That's good.
Or Harry Potter. It's how I got into the Harry Potter stuff in the first place because I would just listen to the tapes. I've stopped background noise.
I never run on treadmills because I've run outside and I've stopped because it's so cold. And I just thought the other day, like, what? Oh yeah, I can just run on a treadmill. I just forgot that was an option.
Oh, it's much better. It's not. It's actually better for your knees. It's just not. It's a lot easier, obviously, as well. You don't have to work as hard.
It's definitely a bit easier.
I've realised that what I just said there, people are going to be doing. That's what people are using this for, isn't it? We're just their treadmill background. We're just it. How's your run going?
Fucking pissed me off so much. I know.
It's sickening, isn't it?
Guys,
you tidying your house? How's that going? Fucking focus.
Dial in.
Oh, you're on a bus somewhere. You're waiting for your plane.
Look, if you in the ideal sitting to watch this, and you should fucking watch it, is sitting down comfortably with all attention focused on whatever medium you're playing it on. And it should be a television.
Do you know who is doing that? Max Noble.
Great.
He sat there. I know where he sat. He sat on his sofa. Adam's doing it as well.
Good. Kudos to Matt and Adam.
Get a grip, bruv. Max
and Adam.
And Adam Jacobson. They'll be sat there Max really watching Come on, let's this properly.
Go. Good. Well, that's 2 people. Our numbers are pumping up. How long we got? We didn't do Christmas song.
We did do Christmas song.
And Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, that's how we turned Spotify Wrapped. Shane McGowan, he's covered.
Step Into Christmas, Elton John.
No, I can't get behind it.
Okay. What time Are you? This will end on this one.
All right.
I've carried this week, haven't I?
You've done a lot of work. Yeah,
I've
I'll be
carried
honest.
this.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've sort of taken a back seat. It's been quite nice.
That's for once.
I know.
What time is the correct time? And there is a correct time and an incorrect time to have Christmas dinner.
I
is it
say
1 o'clock or is it 4 o'clock? Those are your options.
It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock after a pub.
You go out on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, go to the pub, and then come back. And
what?
My mum has been in the kitchen,
Fuck are you
and then
talking
we eat lunch.
I'll tell you how the day goes. You wake up. Everyone goes, "Oh, I start drinking really early." I don't.
I don't.
Because it make me sad.
Yeah, don't do that.
I actually don't like to drink that much Christmas Day in general.
I have done in the past.
No, I used to get smashed on Christmas Eve.
So silly.
Don't do it anymore. I don't drink across. I drink these weeks. These weeks up to Christmas, I drink quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to
over the actual Christmas bit. I don't really that much.
I've got a stag do next weekend.
That's
this
a
weekend.
terrible time to go on a stag do.
It's
Chris's.
It's Chris's. Yeah.
Where are you going?
I can't say because he doesn't know.
And
I'll tell you offline.
Offline. I love offline.
It's good, isn't it? That
Christmas is supposed to be eaten. The dinner is at 4
o'clock,
4:30, and you don't leave your house on Christmas Day other than to walk the dog.
Well, we take the pub. We take the dogs to the pub.
That's so much nicer than what I do.
It's really nice.
Except my family live in central London, so you have to go down. It's a bit grotty.
Country pub, way nicer.
Pubs at lunchtime in central London on Christmas Day are sad places, and that tells me back into the beginning where it is quite a sad day for a lot of people.
I sound like such a fucking cunt, don't I? Like,
you are a bit of a cunt. That's okay.
Take the dogs to the pub.
Own it, man. Own it. It's how you live your life.
It is how I live
my life. What are they
going
to fucking do?
Oh, no, it's
true. I
true.
don't like you because you go to the country pub on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Jog on, brother. That's honestly.
That's
go listen to fucking another podcast. Go listen to Peter Crouch.
In it, he's probably doing the same though, isn't he?
No, because that's fallen off now. Chris Starks just
really?
really fumbled the bag.
So the last, I enjoyed all of that section, and I don't know what the section will be, but we're gonna cut it up because we said jingle.
We got a jingle. I've got my friend. My friend Rupert is preparing a jingle.
Okay.
Right, that I'm not going to listen to.
You're just gonna put it in.
I'm going to just blind put it in.
Amazing.
I was at the pub with him on Friday night, and he was saying he's got an idea. It's going to be very funny. It could be quite offensive.
Okay, well, look, we'll just see what happens.
Hope not.
And if we get hit by any copyright,
Hope not.
We'll know the man to blame. Last section before we go, and it will be very, very quick today, is fan mail.
Yeah.
So we've
I'm reacting quite normally because I'm not afraid. I know I've been privy to this.
We've not. I put out a little on my Instagram, ask questions.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of real questions.
Okay.
And it turns out that when you don't sort of meticulously plan and then write the fan mail yourself, the quality does just it drops off a lot. Honestly, it takes a nosedive.
It will.
People haven't been creative at all, in fact, and it is just awful.
I'm going to listen to them, and then I think I'm going to give them some feedback. But
yeah,
go
sure.
on,
So I did say I'd sort of read it out if they wrote in, and we deal in facts. And the fact is.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Our audience are going to need to step up because this is, as it stands,
Yeah, get on with it.
Yeah.
That's dead air. Mustn't.
I'm worried. I'm actually no.
Mustn't have dead air.
Well, I'm
you
just
do
about.
that a lot.
I'm just
I say
pulling it
something,
up.
you pause for like seconds, and we got comments on that.
It's
So
quite nice.
No, not for me.
In
Not
Japanese, they call it the theory of ma.
Don't
It's
care.
the sound in between.
Read
claps.
out the fucking question. What's he doing?
Okay, well let me get. I'm
Read
putting
it out.
them up.
Good. Go on.
Okay, I'm just reading them out.
Okay.
I am worried now though because actually I'm worried. No. I'm gonna read them out, but I'm worried now that after reading these questions that they're not gonna get and understand any of this, and they've not been getting any of this.
Please read out the question. Please.
First person's question is sexuality ? And I guess that means what is our sexuality?
Not answering it.
Hetero.
Next.
I think I don't know what hetero is. Is that the base? That's just whatever.
Is that genuinely all they've written?
That's what's genuinely.
Question mark.
I know.
Whoever that is, stop listening to the podcast.
Stop
Get
listening. Get out.
Get out.
Does Mrs. Claus use Christmas Eve to fuck around while Santa's out?
That's actually really funny. And you know what?
He's married.
I reckon she's done it in the past.
Yeah.
And
got caught?
No, not got caught. Just had a bit of a. He's come home knackered on the next day. He's gone. I've been grafting my ass off. I'm working hard, and she goes, never again. And she goes, I'll take the burden. I won't tell Chris.
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone. It'll be my burden.
Yeah.
And I will never do that again.
I like that a lot.
That's the answer to that.
Do you have any Christmas traditions of your own that you cultivate this time of year? And that's from Roz.
I have an impromptu drink with two of my very old mates and my dad and their dad, and we get pissed.
Nice.
That's a kind of the newest one I can think of, really.
Yeah, fair.
Yours?
Spend a lot of December being very, very drunk.
It's a downside to it.
It's
all,
a downside
isn't it?
to
I know,
it. Yeah,
I don't, and it does.
But it is a tradition.
Unfortunately.
And as we all know, with traditions,
Without
can't
tradition, you're
ever
nothing.
stop them.
Without tradition, you're nothing.
Bullfighting, that's a tradition. Can't stop it.
Get rid of that, though.
Dude, get rid of it though. I mean, grow up. Adam asks, when are you having me on as a guest? That's our friend Adam. We're not, Adam, because you're an actor. And
Wait,
I
Adam
don't
who?
want Adam El Hagar.
Nah, man.
No, you're going to be plugging your shit, and we've not plugged our shit.
It's not about you.
I've not got a pot to piss in. Yeah?
So I met Adam, didn't I?
Yeah, you've met Adam.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
Alexa asks, strike treating you well, pal? Well, what do you think? What do you think? I'm doing a podcast.
Firstly, the strike's over, so shut up.
Exactly. Lottie asks, Lottie May, best part of Christmas dinner?
Potatoes, as always. Worst part, turkey. Best
I
part,
hate
actually, the next day, turkey, the next day, and sandwiches.
I don't really like turkey because it's given me food poisoning once.
Oh, that'll do it forever.
On Christmas as well. And it was a meal out. It wasn't on Christmas Day. It was like a Christmas meal with catch up with friends, and they do a set menu, and it's like turkey.
Good Lord.
And it made me violently sick.
That's really bad.
Zach Peck asks, how much can you eat? A lot.
Zach, mate.
Come on.
Don't diddle around with this. You can text me if you want to know that. This is airtime. You're wasting my time.
We are cutting into airtime.
You're wasting my time.
It's mental. It's mental.
That's dead air.
Yeah, that's dead air. Any thoughts on circumcision? That's just terrible. Grow up. Do you know what I mean? What is your favourite meal to cook? Bolognese.
Mine is spag bowl. A nice slow spag bowl.
Yeah.
Why not?
Adam also asks, how do I find Meryl's codec number, which is a Metal Gear reference? It's simply on the back of the CD case.
What's going on here?
I told you.
This is what my mum always says about the general public.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If this is our audience, I am concerned that they've really not got any of us up until this point.
Might not.
Do you know what I mean? And look, guys, you can continue watching if you like, but you're going to need to raise your game.
Yeah,
you are going to need to raise your game.
Those are shit questions.
We've got more, but I don't know.
No, go on. So there's some gold in there.
Are you both putting 100% into getting your script show out? I want to see. If not, why? Do it.
Well, we are not putting 100% into it just yet.
Yeah.
Because we're waiting for the industry to catch up with us.
Yeah.
So we're just going to let them send wave after wave of terrible, terrible things to print and commission. Yeah. Watch them all fucking fail over and over and over again.
Step up to the plate.
Then eventually, like the AA man on the M3 at -3 at 4 in the morning, we're going to rock up with our little yellow lights and go, we're here to save the day.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
That's what we're doing.
Another person has asked, would either of you either want to be in a play or just TV and film?
Been in plays. Went to drama school. Love plays. I actually auditioned for John Cleese recently.
Yeah.
I was in my final recall for a 6-month show with John Cleese. So I'm a theatre actor as well.
I think the honest answer for any actor is what you want to be doing is plays.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I sat around in drama school and everyone sat around going, "Oh, what do you want to be in your career? What do you want to be in your career?" They went, "Oh, I don't really care. Just like anything TIE. Shut up." I said, "I want to be a movie star."
Yeah.
And they laughed me out of the room.
I want to be a movie star. Don't get me wrong, but I want to be in. I prefer working in plays. Like there's more time with the character, if that makes sense. I prefer the job, but if it would be filmed and then put out on like TV, I'll do the National. I'll do the National.
Very easy.
I'll do the National. That's it. Show us your Spotify Wrapped.
Have you done a play before, Harvey?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done 2, but they weren't very good. Show us your Spotify Wrapped. We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Rise of the Machines. Thoughts on the usage of AI-generated talent in film, TV, and ads. It's coming whether we like it or not.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine, one of my favourite films.
I don't want to talk about it.
The rise of AI in TV and film, and this is genuinely not being arrogant.
Yeah.
I think if you're average, you're fucked. But if you're really good, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's honestly.
I think if you're really genuinely talented, you have a standalone thing that you can do that other people
can't
do.
Yeah, but how do you get to that point if you're getting replaced in your early stages of your career in your little small parts by AI? That's my thing. Do you see what I'm saying? If you're a new actor, you have to build your ability.
I think honestly, the whole acting thing, right?
Yeah.
I want to be an actor and I want to be successful and all the rest of it, but I am genuinely happy with my life as it is now. I like my existence now. I'm very lucky for it, and I enjoy it. I could happily trickle on like this.
Yeah.
So I don't care, and I actually would I wouldn't mind watching the entire industry collapse in on itself and have to start again from the absolute battle-worn, glowing ambers.
Yeah, street performance.
Genuinely. Yeah, and see who's about after that. Take away all the money from football and see who's still playing. Genuinely, you've got no more Mikhail Mudriks. There's no, I've got to play to get out of the slums or any of that. There's no Conor Gallagher's he's a good guy actually, but same thing with acting. Take away the money, take away the fame, take away all the fucking stuff. And how many people are still doing this? Not very many.
Yeah.
So AI might go up and up and up and up and up, and the whole thing collapse. I'll still be here.
I'll still be here as well.
Ready to pick up the pieces.
I genuinely think that's a fucking really, really good way to end the Christmas special.
I forgot it was about Christmas.
Look, if you're going to give one message out, it is be happy in the pursuit of something and just living your life and doing something that you enjoy. Because being an actor isn't the success. It
took me a long time to realise that.
Yeah,
I came
living your life
gate,
as one.
I came out to the gate being like, I want to be fucking famous. And I have realised in my late 20s, early 30s that actually could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And I just really I love doing this with you. This is my favourite time of the week.
It's pretty good.
And
got hats on and everything. And more set dressing, guys. Those of you that listening at home.
I think we will do another episode just before Christmas.
Probably.
And that'll just be a normal episode.
Talk about the new year. Y2K.
Could come back at any moment.
I'm prepped for it.
Oh, just really quickly. Yeah. Sorry, I know we're gearing up to end then. I only realised what Y2K meant. Y 2000.
Yeah, year 2000.
Took me a long time to figure that out.
It does look a little bit like the New York baseball cap logo, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
When it's confusing. It's confusing
How much time have we got left? We've run over by 4 minutes here. So, I mean, look, Christmas, I think we covered Christmas quite well.
We've nailed Christmas. Christmas done.
How would you rate this episode out of 10, do you reckon, for yourself? If you're being honest.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I'm being generous there.
That is generous.
That's very generous, but I'm being honest. I've got to back myself. I'm not. Why would people listen to it if I don't believe it's 10 out of 10? It has to be 10 out of 10, and then people listen to it. Watch it. Watch it. For goodness sake.
That's another thing. Just really quickly, I just want to prove a point.
Yeah.
Here's how you just get stupid little hits on TikTok.
Go on. Yeah.
Here is the best advice I ever received. And then just talk about fucking anything. And now they're watching the video because they're in.
Amazing.
Fuck off.
Wait till the end as well.
Oh.
Wait till the end. You have to watch this to the end.
Unbearable.
You have to watch this to the end.
Unbearable.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Is it one and all? I don't.
And also, we'll probably say Merry Christmas at the end of the next episode as well. So for this week, just have a normal week.
Have a normal week this week.
And then we'll do.
I'm not bothering with the hats next week.
No, that's fair enough. Well, thanks for wearing it, though.
Yeah.